just bringing you some updates on CCRI baseball and softball. As you can see by the weather um, today, and obviously for tomorrow, there's going to be no activity. The CCRI baseball game that was scheduled to be played at noon today at Whitey Fell Field at 12 o'clock has been postponed. The Knights were supposed to take on UConn Avery Point, and the Lady Knights game has also been postponed. And tomorrow we were supposed to be bringing to you the Lady Knights game doubleheader against Suffolk. That has already been postponed. And obviously the baseball game today, we were supposed to be bringing you live as well. But we will obviously not be able to do that. Um, our next, just before I get into a few updates on the teams, um, just a reminder that our next live broadcast right now of CCRI Sports will be the Lady Knights softball game next Saturday at 10:30, when they will be taking on. Just let me check my notes here. Uh, Taking on Monroe Community College at 10:30 at Winslow Field. So hopefully you guys can tune in for that. Just wanted to bring you some. Obviously, I've been working with Dan LeCorbinier, the sports information director, and just wanted to bring you up to date on some of the things that are going on with CCRI baseball and softball. The baseball team is currently 4-5, um, and that is the losing record is obviously it's early. The losing record is probably most in part due to some inconsistency, and the inconsistencies there on the pitching end. Things are a little inconsistent, little lacking, as I'll point out in a second. But as I said, it's early. Hopefully, the Knights can get that straightened out. Um, at this point, the team is 4-5. They have lost four in a row. Uh, the I suppose offensively, the larger stats that are important is that the team in 9 games they've put up 76 runs. They've got a 388 team batting average, which is pretty high, and on team on base percentage of 438, which figures out to a an OPS of 980 on base plus slugging, and they've already hit 6 home runs. Um, Twice the team has put up crooked numbers in wins, 17-4 over New Hampshire Tech and 23-4 over Genesee Community College. But they've also scored 7 and 8 runs in 2 losses. Those losses coming 10-7 to the Rollins College JV and 11-8 to the Wisconsin Stevens Point JV. So they're putting numbers up. They just got to make sure they develop a little more consistency on the mound and prevent their opponents from putting numbers up. Now, in terms of leading offensive contributors for the Knights, you can see them right there. Dylan Brooks, 355 average, a 1206 OBP. Okay, he's got a few doubles, a couple of triples, 2 home runs, 15 RBI. Travis Collins, Robert Paulino, Austin Davis, Brandon Escalante, Edwin Pichardo, and Michael Castillo have all been prime contributors to what's going on with the Knights. So hopefully the Knights can get things straightened out, and when we bring you the next game or the next update or the next live game, hopefully things will be looking a little bit better. On the softball side of things, the team is currently 3-5, and their primary contributors at this point have come from the pitching end. Courtney Sheridan is their ace. She's done the lion's share of the pitching so far. She was the primary pitcher down in Florida for sure. She pitched very well against Mount St. Mercy which was a 5-3 win for the Lady Knights. Against Highland, which was also a win, 6-4. Burlington, she pitched 5 strong innings, but unfortunately some shaky defense behind her, and a very strong Burlington lineup wound up in the Lady Knights, dropping that one 13-3. And she was also strong against the University of St. Thomas, a game that the Lady Knights won 8-5. On the offense, as you can tell by looking at the site, I've been concentrating mostly on following things. If I can't get out to a game, then what I'm trying to do is follow along with the big stories that extend over the course of an entire sports season, from the Providence Journal, Channel 6, some Channel 12 and Channel 10 maybe mixed in there as well, and obviously Twitter. So stay on the site. I'll try to keep it as refreshed as possible. You can always call in anytime I'm doing something live. You could call in right now if you wanted on Skype. On the main page there, you'll see towards the top a Skype button, and that will lead you directly to me. And any comments or questions that you have on anything that I'm presenting, anything that's going on in the world of Rhode Island sports, anything that I can answer, I certainly will. And obviously, you can you can follow along on our blogs. We have some pretty good articles up there as well. So for right now, I'm going to end off here. This is Fiend for the Rhode Island Sports Network, and I will be back at you very shortly.